ביאור משנה ב'. Explanation for Mishnah ב'. לולב 7 כיצד? לולב, 7 days, how is it possible? So it explains, יום טוב הראשון של חג שחל בשבת. If in the time of the temple, the first day of Sukkot happened to be on Shabbat, it doesn't push away Shabbat. It pushes away Shabbat, and then you do all 7 days. It does push away Shabbat. What? It does push away Shabbat. It pushes Shabbat, and then you do 7 days. כבר למדנו, not in our days. In our days it's always 6. Yeah, in their days. כבר למדנו לעיל ג' י"ב, we already learned in chapter 3, Mishnah 12, שבזמן בית המקדש, that only at the time of the temple, היה לולב ניטל במקדש, כל 7 ימי הסוכות. The lulav was taken in the temple all the 7 days. שנאמר, ושמחתם לפני השם אלוקיכם 7 ימים, because it says, and you should be joyful in front of God your Lord 7 days. אבל בשאר מקומות, לא היה ניטל אלא ביום הראשון. But if you were out of the temple in באר שבע, or in Yerushalayim, depends where we're talking about. Let's say you're not in Yerushalayim. You'll only take the lulav on the if the first day of the holiday would happen to be on Shabbat. And to make sure you leave it in shul. Right? You remember, but you would still shake it in shul. כמפורש בתורה, like it says in the Torah. It says why? It's because it says specifically, ולקחתם לכם ביום הראשון פרי עץ הדר. You don't have a choice. The Torah tells you, you have to take in your hand on the first day the fruit of פרי עץ הדר. וכיוון שעיקר מצוות לולב, and since the main mitzvah of לולב, וחובת נטילתו בכל מקום מפורשים בתורה ביום ראשון בלבד, and we only have the fact that you have to take it only on the first day, תקנו חכמים, the sages says, שלא תהא נטילת לולב דוחה את השבת אפילו במקדש. So today we don't have lulav even in the mikdash. אלא ביום טוב the sages at that time, say that since only
because it's a 1 day.
No, they say it's 1 day even in the temple.
Okay.
Even though in the temple you don't care, it should be 7 days. But it says we're going to make it also in the temple only 1 day. Yeah, in other words, if Shabbat happens on the 3rd, on Tuesday, yeah, then you will not shake the lulav on that Tuesday because it's Shabbat. Even in the temple. I think that's what it says.
Shabbat is in the first day.
Then you would check in the temple and everywhere else. Let's see. אלא ביום תרשו של החג, אבל לא בשאר הימים, גזירה, שמה ילך אצל בקי ללמוד ויעביר את הלולב 400 ברשות הרבים. Okay, this is a decree. So, for sure today we don't have it, Shabbos, but in that time they did have it on, if it happened on Shabbat the first day, they would have it. But if it happened on a Tuesday, then they will not let them if the first day of Sukkot happens on a Thursday, and then Shabbat is in the second day of Sukkot or the third day of Sukkot, right? From the Torah, they should check it still. But it says about checking it only on the first day, for sure. So the rabbis said, we're not, even though you should check it on Shabbat, but we're afraid you're going to might carry it. You're allowed to shake it. If you leave it in shul, everything done. But we're afraid you might carry it, don't shake it. That's what the Rebbe says. Even at the time of the temple. Even at the time of the temple, they say don't shake it.
No.
Yes. If it's on a Tuesday.
At the time of this temple, you shake it Shiva Yomim.
Only if the first day is on Shabbat. If the first day is not Shabbat, you only have to shake it 6 days. In the time of that. This is why it tells you, remember how the Mishnah Aleph started? Lulav ve'arava shisha ve'shiva. It's only Shiva when it's on the first day. It's Shisha when it's not on the first day. וזהו ששנינו כאן. We're first of all explaining the 7th day, when it's 7 days. שאם יום טוב הראשון של החג חל להיות בשבת, that only if the first day of the holiday happens to be on Shabbat, הלולב ניטל. Then it's only 7 days. הלולב ניטל 7 ימים. ושאר כל הימים, but if the first day of the holiday is not on Shabbat, אבל אם חל יום טוב הראשון להיות בשאר הימים ולא בשבת, but it happens on any other day, not on Shabbat, 6. Then you only do it 6. You should do it 7, but we're afraid you might carry it. Yeah. אין הלולב ניטל, אלא 6 ימים. The lulav is only taken 6 days. שאין נוטלים את הלולב בשבת של חול המועד. We don't shake the lulav on a Shabbat that happens to be on חול המועד. ברם, בזמן הזה, but this is in the time of the temple. It looks like even in the time of the temple, maybe for some years, they did do every day.
Yeah.
Until somebody came, the decrees of the rabbi says, no, you shouldn't. Yeah.
They did the whole thing because of the chiyuv of the yom harishon.
Yeah.
אז אם זה שבת,
I think
זה חייב להיות, they have to do it.
Yeah, I think they even, I think it even goes further.
פסח בשבת גם עושים.
Yeah, that's the temple. We're talking about, you're not in the temple.
15.
Yeah, but you're talking not in the temple.
אבל here we're talking about temple,
No, you're not even not in the temple. They would check the lulav.
Oh.
They would check the lulav even not in the temple, you remember. They would leave it in shul, the first day. Yeah, I think the way it used to be, that they used to shake the lulav, it doesn't matter, all 7 days, all the time. And then the rabbi says, no, only on the first day. First. Or it might have been from the beginning they didn't let them. They might have said from the beginning, no, forget about it, it can cause problems. I don't know how it happened. But from the Torah, you should check it also if it's not on the first day. That's the idea. That's why you don't have to bring a sacrifice if it happened, because you're doing it in the mitzvah. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know. ברם, בזמן הזה, in this time, אין הלולב ניטל בשבת אפילו ביום טוב הראשון. For us, it's always 6 days. Yeah? It doesn't matter if it happens to be on Shabbat, not on Shabbat. ומבואר הטעם בגמרא, and the Gemara is explained, מפני המקומות הרחוקים מארץ ישראל, שלא היו בקיאים בקביעת החודש. The reason is because the far places in Israel, they didn't know when was the ראש חודש, שמשום ספקו של יום הראשון, אין הלולב דוחה את השבת. They says, there are some places in Israel where they're not sure by the 15th that they know exactly the day. So if you let them do it in the zero, it might not be Shabbat. Or it might be Shabbat on the second day. So because of those places, they made a decree all over. Once you make a decree on the faraway places, we're going to make a decree on the close ones. וקבעו חכמים שכל המקומות, now we cannot make differentiation. I know that in most places in Israel you can get there in 2 weeks, but some places in Israel it takes them more than 2 weeks for sometimes, and then they celebrate 2 days ראש חודש, 2 days לקאס. יהיו שווים באותו מנהג. It says we cannot make a custom over here. They're allowed to do it on Shabbat and we're not allowed to do it. No. One rule for everybody. שלא ליטול את הלולב בשבת. You're not allowed to take the lulav Shabbat. Now, they didn't know which way is Shabbat. So because of them, we do it. ואף ארץ ישראל בכלל. So therefore, because of Syria or because of Lebanon, the faraway places, they also decreed on the land of Israel that we never pick up zero on Shabbat. Up to here.